Hello everybody and welcome to episode 34 of the Trophy Tour. Now I know that it's getting exciting in the World Cup with the knockout round, so I'll keep this as brief as possible, but I'm sure you'll want to find out some of the nuts and bolts of the save as we head into our final few months of season 3 at Bursaspor. And the good news is the league is much better than it was before, way back in September, if the game will load for me. Just a moment. There you go. We're up from the mid-table obscurity to a very impressive 5th position, and the league was ever so tight just a few weeks ago, but now it's starting to take shape with Antalyaspor on top with 38 points ahead of Bursaspor on 35. Fenerbahce, the defending champions, are tied with ourselves and Bursaspor. Galatasaray and Besiktas are in no man's land and they'd be considered out of the title race. Sivasspor haven't had a good season ever since they got the European spot. And Konyaspor, Istanbul and Karabukspor battling for relegation with Trabzonspor, etc. Our form, you'll just take a look at the last 5 games. We have been the form team in the league, winning our last 5, but you could probably say we had some of the easier games, but things are starting to look better. But fair play to Antalyaspor and all that for their achievements, but let's see how we've done it. Let's have a look. So we left off at the end of September, it was about here, and Besiktas had beaten us 2-1. We gave an easy victory over Adanaspor 3-0. Antalyaspor, though, they absolutely destroyed us, and to have lost that game probably helped them on their way to the top of the league, if I'm honest. And it's just a shocking game. We got it back to 2-2, and then we ended up losing 5-2 in our pursuit of the victory, which is probably naive on my part. But then we lost to Bursaspor, and finally my team, they were all moaning, saying, "Oh, you're underachieving, what are you going to do about it?" And I said, of course it's going to be okay at the end of the year. And thankfully they listened as we won about 10 of our next 11 games, if I'm right. Yeah, my maths are right. We beat them 2-0, then that game 3-1. We drew against Bursaspor. I don't know how we drew this game. Probably didn't help to have a man sent off, but there you go. I'll just take a quick look. Yeah, literally we gave away a goal straight away upon scoring. Then we won this game 4-0. Then a big 2-1 win in this game. Cup game here, just the 4-1. A very exciting match against Trabzonspor, but again we managed to emerge victorious with a 4-2 victory. 2-0 against Adana, 5-1 in the cup. Fantastic performance from Taner Anil, who got a rare start. And then most recently we won 3-0 away to Glenclair Barigli, and I'm just so proud of the team and how we're getting on. I'll take a look at the stats for some of the players. You'll be no doubt interested to see this. Selection info. The most goals, you'll be no doubt surprised. Brian Wheeler has 15. Anil, it's a little telling that he has 5, but he scored 4 of those in the cup. Matrian has 5 goals. Aiden is having a very good season, but he's currently injured. He has 4, not for too long though. Juric 4, Bekdemir 4, Alparmak 2, Gulsavir Giovanni, Zengen also with 2, Yesel Yehya Aziz, Kesman Tayo all have 1. And in terms of my most appearances, Matrian 16, Brian Wheeler, Osbarakli, Kara, Kavechi with the most appearances, but you can see now my goalkeepers Kalik is starting to gain more appearances, and I'm starting to play Tufan more at right back. And my best rate player in terms of most appearances, Machian, Wheeler, Bekdemir, Aiden, Tufan and Aziz. But Aziz is leaving. He said, I don't want to play for you anymore, and he's gone to Qatar to join Lakiwa, whom I got Youssef Masakni off in Le Mans Odyssey, and that's kind of telling that he'd rather go to Qatar than remain in Europe or go anywhere else. So rather disappointing that he decided to go there, but that's the way sometimes. Finances are not great. We're still losing money. We're down to our last 4 million despite selling NS Unal, so that's very disappointing. And yeah, I've been getting job offers in the Barclays Premier League, but it's not interesting me at all personally. But the one that was the most persuasive was Everton, who ultimately went for Brendan Rodgers in a bizarre twist of fate, and he's got them out of the relegation zone, but he has to keep it going in to try and get Everton back to where they belong. Chelsea have a chance to win the 4th title in a row at the expense of Man City and Manchester United. My 2 ex-players are 5th and 6th in the league, so that's good. Over to Austria for a very brief roundup, and Sturm Graz are now 3rd in the table, so that's very disappointing. But you can now take one last look at this screen. We've got Brian Wheeler battling for the Golden Boot. Such a vast improvement on last season. He's also very high average rating. And Matrian with 8 assists in the league out of possible 17 games to play. So fantastic. So it's all up to us to see if we continue this trend of going unbeaten, because we've lost so many games against all the difficult opponents. It's hard to tell if we can do it again. But we have some cup commitments to help defend our title with a tough group with Bursaspor, Fenerbahce and Besiktas, very similar to last year. But if you want to look at Group B, there it is. No Galatasaray. You'd notice that they're having an absolute nightmare of a season. But that'll do for today, guys. If you need any more news on this save, you can ask me in the comments. But I'll come back in about March or sometime around that, since I'd like to keep this save ticking over. But if you enjoyed, let me know, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.